few words of wisdom here.
Here we are on the Lido deck aboard the USS Downs. Shuffleboard should commence in about 15 minutes. Followed by an exciting game of bingo on the mess decks tonight at 1800.
Hey. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Jack.
I don't think you're recording, right? Is this red light on?
Yeah. The little red light's on.
This didn't look like it. I don't know. Right now we're just sitting here waiting for the sea list to fire a target and shoot it down. Hopefully it won't shoot down
Good.
Hi, I'm Petty Officer Spivey. It's Thursday and it's about 7:15. We're up here on the signal bridge of the USS Downs, and right now we're observing what is known as the most important duty on the Downs, the male buoy watch.
What? Who is that?
As you can see out by the bullnose is some unfortunate seaman standing male buoy watch. Now his job is not only to sight the buoy, but when it comes in sight he has to give the order, he'll slow down and he'll gaff it with the gaff. Then he'll bring it on board and then take the outgoing mail and put it back in the bag and set it back by the buoy.
Who has the outgoing mail?
Now remand all sea and anchor detail stations ASAP.
Who has the outgoing mail?
Who has outgoing mail?
Yeah.
Oh, I already gave him a letter.
Well, where's he?
Savage, did you give him the mail? Hey, who is that Hyvik? Is that Hyvik? That is Seaman Hyvik standing
I have the
very
male buoy watch
diligent.
here on the line.
A very diligent male buoy watch.
You have the male buoy watch online.
Oh, never mind. I have the male buoy watch here on the line if you'd like to pass any messages.
Ask me if he got that letter that goes to the fucking seal. No. All right, and there he is. Now, if you pan down a little bit, you can see our weapons officer wearing the safety observer's hat.
Here we are in beautiful downtown San Diego. Just dusk. All the lights are starting to come on. We're pulling out of port. We've been doing this, 2 or 3 times a day for the past 2 weeks. Is that Kishka? Is that what that is? Oh yeah, there's the island where Shirley works too. There's Coronado. That's where the Naval Air Base is. That's where I flew into. As a matter of fact, there's a helicopter right there. Helicopter. Oh, focus. Here's the Coronado Bridge. Could have seen it better from where I was before, but there's Karis. He's our stone talker here on the Fantail.
I'm waiting to be relieved.
Integral part of Sea and Anchor. Say.
What's that?
You're an integral part of Sea and Anchor. Another fellow 26 tech. And here we are coming to the sub base. As a matter of fact, there it is. if we have any submarines on. There's a submarine right there. There's a submarine right there too. That's a sub-tender.
I worked with a wave too, and I told my uncle in Houston that I worked with a wave too. He goes, "Oh, aviation too." I was telling him that, "Fuck you." My uncle was like an AO warden, and then he was something else.
Ah, there's Coronado Bridge. Looks nice at night. Couple of hotels on Coronado Island.
See the dome of Hotel del Coronado? Lit up on the peak of it? Doesn't the movie Some Like It Hot?
Yeah, I know. I like that. I like that movie.
You see the movie?
Yeah.
It's a real good movie, wasn't it?
Yeah. Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon.
Jack Lemmon, Tony Curtis,
Joey Braun, Marilyn Monroe.
Some Like It Hot. Good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to make our own movie one of these days, man. That's all right.
You can go, Jack.
James, what's up?
Hey, Jack, how you doing, man?
Okay, what's
My hair
up?
look good?
Man? Looks wonderful.
Did you get that Mel Buoy watch?
Yeah, I got it.
That's great. He says next time we'll have 3 Kim lights on, red, white, blue.
Yeah.
Instead of purple watch.
And everyone else stands at attention.
At attention. I don't know what to say. It's
Go check the watch bill, gentlemen. You may be surprised.
Okay, Jack. Well, let me talk about you. This is Jack. Jack is one of those kind of guys that's just, well, one of those kind of guys. If you smile a little more, you'd be a hell of a lot better looking. There he is. Smile. There he is. Jack is my crash man. When we don't go in an accident without each other.
Yeah, really.
We were the,
I'll give you a nickel for your thoughts.
oh, yeah, get a little closer together, guys. So we can see each other. Act like you know each other.
Big kiss. You're dismissed, gentlemen.
Hey, this is buddy Henley. Henley, say hi to Mom.
Pan the legs. Get a good shot of that. That's a working man.
The working man look.
Now you want to see a chicken legs? Pan to your right.
A chicken's legs. Chicken legs.
John Griffin is not here. You need to find John. Show me the show me the forecastle. I am back.
You want to see the folks?
Okay, say goodbye, Jack.
Hasta mañana, mañana.
Bye, Jack.
What?
Have a subsurface contact out here, a submarine contact. We're supposed to get a fix on it. We're going to be firing the ASROC at it, and it's going to go hit it. That's all I know.
Yeah. Well, what was the range and bearing?
Range and bearing was, true bearing was 339, range approximately 3,000 yards. supposed to be updated. We're changing course constantly. We're supposed to be doing drills, kiss and run drills.
What's a kiss and run drill?
That's, I'm not real sure, but it has something to do with evading torpedoes and subs.
Okay, so more or less I think that's when we take and drop a torpedo in and go the other way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Sounds good.
That sounds good.
Sounds like a winning thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to be evading some torpedoes. Going to be doing some torpedo evasion.
Right.
That's all I know.
Okay.
Well-informed seaman.
Okay, what are we going to be shooting? We're going to be shooting ASRock?
ASRock.
Okay. Here, just want to pan right down to the ASRock launcher right now. There it is there. That'll take, that'll train on the bearing toward the Here's another view of the ASRock launcher from the side. See, that's how we load them in from the back there. And you open those doors there and just stick them in the back. I hope you can hear this because it's kind of windy out here right now too. As a matter of fact, if you look down there, you can see the two rockets, the two ends of the rockets there, and the tubes that are ready to be shot. I think we're only going to shoot one today, though. I'm just standing out here now. I want to know if you can hear the ship ping. Whenever you hear that ping, that's the sonar. Right now it's just probably ODT. Like I said, I don't know whether you can hear what I'm saying or not. I'm trying to block some of the wind from the microphone. Heads up on what's going to happen here.
Your presence is requested in the pilot house.
See, there's going to be a lot of noise, and it's not going to be there no more. That's it.
That's it, man. Go.
Following divisions to dispatch report to ship's office. R. And LC.
Jack, you might want to stand back here.
Really?
If I can't, there's a crew.
You know, I don't know whether I want to stand here or not.
In approximately 15 minutes, we're verified. More refining and ASRock. Those members that wish to resident to a big station aft of the Senior Bridge or aft of the pilot house.
I guess that means we're going to have to change positions. Well, there it is there. It's training now. And, yeah.
That was a true bearing, 202. We're coming to 202 now, so our bearing.
Okay.
That's right here now. I think I'm looking for is that parachute. The parachute that opens. Comes down to the deck.
Hey, we're getting ready to go here. Everybody's holding their ears. There should be an alarm or something before it goes off. It says it's going to go fast. Hopefully I can just, if nothing else, you can just get some of the smoke. And then see if I can follow the trail.
Any personnel desiring Spring Zima, Ford Frame 54. 13 to Washington, D.C. Central. Stand by to launch of an ASRock off the starboard bow.
starboard. It's fine. It's a nice day for an ASRock shot anyway. Pretty neat anyway. Woo! Whether you can see it or not, but it looks like there's the helicopter out there to recover the torpedo. And what are we doing? We're turning so we can't see it, right? Why not? Oh. I guess we already got it. That's pretty neat. Yeah, after we shoot the torpedo doesn't explode anything, it's just crashes. So what they do is they send the helicopter out to recover the test. Oh, is that it coming up there? Oh yeah, there it is. You can even see it hanging down. Isn't that cool? You see that?
Yeah.
See the helicopters there? Yeah, it's picked up the torpedo.
What did it do? Pick it up one?
Yeah, it's hanging down there. Can you see it hanging down?
It's gonna come by us and show us, you know.
Yeah, really. Here's your torpedo. This is what's left.
Good afternoon, or good morning. This is Pretty Climbing on board the USS Downs, and it is 9:20 on Friday morning, the 18th of whatever. Okay, wait. Here comes Mr. Korn. He is climbing up the ladder. What we're hoping to do this morning is witness the launch of a torpedo from our port torpedo tube. What's going to happen is we're going to fill these torpedo tubes up with high pressure air, open them up and launch the torpedo out. They're going to come out of right down there. You can see the torpedo tubes. They're going to launch out and just splash in the water, and we will never see them again. So I'm going to try and get some good footage for you. We got an NC1 pair with the old VHS home movie camera. How you doing, NC1?
Oh, pretty good there, Spikey.
All right, we got Ibera standing behind him. Say hi.
I'm not cutting here today.
He's not cutting any hair today. He's got the old camera he's going to load up. And we have Ensign Korn, who is now sonar suit qualified. What do you have to say out there, Mr. Korn?
Thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. We got a couple blue suit type people who don't get up in the sunshine much. They're going to see the old launch of the torpedo. Well, I'm going to cut now until we get to see the actual launch of the USS Downs torpedo. USS Downs coming back from a head-to-head battle with the USS Fletcher, coming back better than ever. The Downs. Limping better than ever. Signing off. There's by the USS Downs. We can see Sweeney. Hi, Betty Officer Sweeney. As you can see, Petty Officer Sweeney is a very careless and reckless individual. Along with Petty Officer Sweeney, we have Petty Officer Schultz. Say hi, Petty Officer Schultz. Sorry, I'm filming. I can't drink and film. Petty Officer Sweeney is going to be the safety observer. Is this correct, Petty Officer Sweeney? Yeah, right. Anyway, signing off. Sweeney, give us a warning before we shoot. Words of wisdom from TM3 Sweeney. The sound at the door is open. As you can see it opening now. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see the edge of the door. The next time we hear the bell go off, the torpedo will launch. We just got the standby. And we're waiting patiently along with Petty Officer Sweeney.
That's going to go out about right out there.
Okay.
Look it up. You can get a second.
why we're taking a break. And the door's opening again, yet one more time for us. We are waiting patiently. As you can see in the foreground, we have a cable holding the davit up. Is this making you guys seasick when I go like this?
Hang on, it's gonna be a minute.
1 minute standby. I'm not going to record for 1 minute. Taking a break. That is Spivey, signing off.
Yeah, my girlfriend just had a period. Oh, what a night it was last night. Yeah, I was up to my wrist in that shit. Holy cow, look at that. Whoa, and it belongs to the cigarette man.
Hi, folks. And it's opening for a third. Yes, a third time. And I'm just wasting Jack's battery like you would not believe. Schultz, is this thing gonna launch? Is this gonna launch?
I don't know. Grab some of the green for it.
Well, gosh darn it, this is highly upsetting here. Yeah.
This will be the shot. If they have trouble with that console, fire it off. Grab some of the green for it.
So they're gonna fire locally?
Yeah, if they have trouble, man. Get a shot of the open door, man.
I have the open door. I have a shot of the red-handed man telling me to get a shot of the open door.
The closed door.
It closed on us, and we didn't get it on film. Okay, we're trying this a fourth time. Oh, it's my foot, it's my foot. The door's opening for what, fourth, fifth time? I'm running out of batteries. I'm running out of patience. Shoot the son of a bitch. Please, I'm asking that.
Yeah, the open brushes never attack.
Me neither. It's closing yet one more time. Damn it, I'm getting tired. I'm trying this for like the 17th fucking time here. I'm getting like really fucking irritated. What? I don't give a shit if my family sees this. They know I talk like this. I'm in the middle of the ocean, I can use bad language. Apparently, I'm gonna use bad language, especially when the stupid thing opens up 17 damn times and nothing comes out! I am highly, highly upset. I'm gonna get a good shot of the door here. As you can see, it is a pretty door. Very pretty. See, there's a little latch handle. It opens and closes. And see, there's a little zerk. Let me get a zoom on that zerk fitting. See, they grease the door with that thing, Mom. Actually, this isn't my tape, so my parents aren't ever going to see it.
Oh, that's rude.
And there is the open torpedo door. Signing off. Pedro Spivey, USS down. Well, it's 9:50 and 44 seconds, and I'm still waiting patiently for this stupid thing.
You should have told them that this was a rare disease and usually catch out to sea.
This is a rare disease which you can only catch out at sea, or unless you got a girlfriend named Margaret. Well, something's gonna happen, damn it. The door is opening. It's closing.
I don't want to have to bring up a second TG set unless you guys make me good. And make sure the film action stuff.
Well, I'm sorry, Jack. I'm really sorry about this. Gosh darn it, I want to catch this thing on film for you. Jack's the owner of the camera. Jack Senda? Return to Senda. Well, signing out.
Oh, pull into the wind! I'm breathing like... Hold on! Salt waste! This thing! Hooray!
It's about to launch. You can hear the bell ringing. There it goes, in the water, and we'll never see it again. The most exciting thing that's happened all day. Woo! We launched, and there's the torpedo tube closing after it just. Oh, what an exciting thing! Schultz, videos, Schultz. What do you think about all this?
Where's the bang?
All right, Schultz. Woo! again, pitch heavy, and it's focus. It's 10:30, and I've snuck into the inner sanctums of the officer's country, better known as... Hi, Ruth. There we go. The love boat, right? Oh.
Stands for one word at sea.
Emissions control.
Control means MCON means you don't need can't have aids to. Oh, I know what I got to check on. Captain, did Chief come up to you last night and talk about we wanted to drop the bow anchor?
Yeah.
And okay, so I'm gonna go up and check and make sure we're ready to go.
All right.
What are you gonna do? We're gonna drop the bow anchor today for the first time. The bow anchor instead of the keel.
Oh, okay.
All right. We're just ready. Setting off. Going to check my tape. Now I have GG Crook writing instructions on the board for fire boundaries, and as you can see, we're going to be covering major conflagration. And I have from the wardroom. Oh wait, he's hiding. He's running. He's going. There he is. Smile. Say hi to Mom. Yeah, I would never do that to my mom. And here we have a picture of one of the first two downs. Yeah. Focus. Piece of shit. And the first downs. Boy, I thought ours was a raggedy one. And we're just waiting for the captain to show up so we can start our presentation. There's the executive officer.
Oops.
Don't ask me, sir. I don't know how to spell it either.
I forgot the D.
Boundaries. How to set fire boundaries. That looks like booneries, actually, but who am I? And as we're waiting, pan around the wardroom, so see what real Navy life is like. See, they have like fake plants and everything in here. What
I
a
lost my fucking keys.
executive officer. Silver.
Don't you have a key in the access room?
Oh, here he is, commanding officer. I'll pan on back. And you can tell he's commanding officer. He has a hat with the CO on back. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. With a quick pan around, you can see why this is called the weird room.
The weird? Yes, we had a couple officers come through, and it is definitely the weird room. And he put the D in it this time. It is boundaries now. And back and signing off until we start again. Wait, you gotta check out this laser system. This is new kind of Star Wars program. Laser beam.
Let's move these three so I can keep around.
Guess that would be the C words. And signing off.
What'd y'all do with the pens?
Until we start. Finished by the wardroom, USS. So what do you guys think about working on the wardroom?
Oh, that's good.
That's great. So, what do you guys do? I mean, besides setting up table and serving houses? You like do any cleaning, like heads or anything like that?
We did major conflict in the morning. What we did, that's...
Don't look too excited.
That wasn't major conflict. That was just...
You guys get cool uniforms.
They were just having a...
That was a topside damage.
Yeah.
Say something.
We turned it into a conflict.
Good.
Okay?
He made it out there great. Signing off, going back to the
Okay,
board.
I think that I'm about ready to do it here.
Okay, Captain?
With or without hat?
Anytime, sir.
Well, having recently been nominated for the Robert Redford lookalike contest. I felt it was important to get in front of the silver screen so you could all make your own decisions on how close I came. What I'd like to talk to you about is what we're going to do on Tuesday, and that is fight the ship after it has sustained major damage. The drill that we've been working our way up to is called the major conflagration. Big fire. As an example of what could happen, I will reconstruct for you a scenario that took place yesterday as we were steaming about during general quarters doing some STRs. It started off with Petty Officer Minyard and I minding our own business up on the signal bridge in full battle dress doing a re-enlistment ceremony. Out of the blue, and I didn't know it was coming, we get the word, missile inbound, port side, all hands brace for shock. Well, first of all, the one thing I was pleased to see was that everybody on this side hauled ass for this side. You know, if you're going to get hit on the port side, you best get yourself away from where it's going to hit. So that seems to make sense. I was pleased with that. All hands did brace for shock. Petty Officer Mesa did his famous kaboom. And we all sort of stood there in shock, as you might expect after a major impact. And all I did was ask one question. Hey, we just got hit on the port side. What are you going to do about it? Well, the actions that I saw are what I want to describe for you today, because they're what I want to see on Tuesday. The signalmen looked at each other, realized, holy smokes, we've just been shot on the port side, what can we do about it? They started running around the signal shack and started heading back in this direction. They came off of the signal shack and they started running back here. Along with them, people started pouring out of the bridge to see what all the commotion was about. We had quartermasters, we had OSs, we had signalmen. What we were doing was having a pickup ball team start taking a look at what the problem was and what we could do about it. At the same time, the bridge was passing the word on the 1MC for the gunner's mates back here that were back at our 50 cal mount to start helping from this angle. What we're trying to do is combat the fire. What I saw, very little stimulating on my part, was a group of players break out a fire hose and start faking it out and start bringing it around and start bringing water to bear on the fire. I saw relieving the nozzleman, which is going to happen. You're going to get tired up there on the front of the hose. You have to use those procedures. I was also startled and really happy to see that a couple of guys found a garden hose back here, and there was one up here for freshwater washdown. And they came zipping around this side, broke out a garden hose, and started spraying water. Hey, water's water. Salt water, fresh water, garden hose, 1.5 inches. I don't care what it is. Get something on the fire. Just get started trying to put it out. In the meantime, the gunner's mates were back here. They rigged a hose and started bringing it in from this direction. I saw an after lookout helping out. Why not? If there are people there that can be pressed into service, let's go to work. One stimulating question that I asked of a junior officer that was getting involved was, who's the scene leader? It took him about 2 seconds to look around and realize, oh shit, I'm it. And he said, I'm the scene leader, and he started directing the actions of the 2 fire hoses. That's what we've got to have, is coordination, a coordinated attack. Remember, when you're in a fight, it's always best to get in the first punch. And if you're really smart, you have a second one right behind the first one before the guy ever gets a chance to swing back. That's what we're talking about here. They sucker punched us. The 5-inch, the Sea Whiz will do what they can to bring it down, but if it gets through, this is what you can look forward to. Major structural damage with fire. The fire is going to be a result of residual fuel left in the rocket motor. When this thing hits, it doesn't just go bang and put a big dent in you. It doesn't go kaboom and just blow a big hole in you. It blows a hole in you and it spreads fuel, rocket fuel, all over inside the ship. The goal of a weapon is to punch a hole in you, put something inside you that will cause you to burn, and the enemy sits back and watches you go into self-destruct when your boilers blow up, your magazine blows up, you crack the keel, the ship starts to flood, the ship breaks in half, sinks to the bottom, and hopefully takes all hands with it. That is a successful shot to kill your enemy. And that's what they will try to do to us. And it is our goal to not let that happen. When the missile hits, it blows a hole, it starts a big fire. Some of the priorities that you ought to think about when you're standing at your GQ station and all of a sudden, kaboom, it blows up right in front of you. You pick yourself up off the deck and shake it off and take a look at what's going on in front of you. Your first reaction might be, oh man, I better get the hell out of here. That's probably not a bad idea in the form of self-preservation, but you have to remember, when the ship breaks in half and it goes to the bottom, it's going to take a lot of people with it. So just saving your own skin may not be exactly the right answer. What you need to do is, first of all, report the damage. Tell somebody what you saw, because you may be the only guy left alive that can tell us how bad it is. Do we have fires? Did you see smoke? Was there ruptured fire main? Remember, flooding is bad, but if the flooding is from the fire main, that's even worse, because now you have not only flooding, but you can't put the fires out because you've ruptured the fire main. It's critical that the word get out if the fire main has burst, because we've lost the ability to fight fires. Fighting fires on this ship is our #1 priority. Put the fires out. Get them under control, beat them back, put them out. Flooding, it's going to take a long, long time for this ship to take on enough water to cause it to sink. Flooding is not an immediate problem as compared to fighting the fire. If you can't put the fires out, you can't stop the flooding. And anybody that thinks that don't worry about it, the flooding will put the fires out, is on the wrong ship. Structural damage. This is a consideration, but not as important as the two above it. So let's not worry too much about structural damage. The bitter pill to swallow is where the personnel casualties are. You've got to know from the get-go that saving the ship will save all of your shipmates. Personnel casualties do get dealt with, but they get dealt with in this order. The corpsman is tasked with having to perform something called triage, and that means he's got 40 guys laying in front of him, and he's got to figure out which ones can I get back in action to save the ship, which will in turn save all of the shipmates. He has some very, very difficult decisions to make that he'll have to live with the rest of his life. But you have to understand your priorities are 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's the way it is. As we move on with your actions, your initial action was report it. Tell somebody, hey, the ship is on fire. This whole section has been destroyed. What's the best way to get help? Get the word to the bridge. On the bridge, we've got a 1MC. I can grab that 1MC, and in 10 seconds, I can tell everybody on this ship what you saw. There is no faster way to get the word out than the 1MC to all spaces, particularly with zebra set. Everybody's boxed up in a bunch of little cubes. The only way to talk to them is on the 1MC. The next thing that I want you to do, because you can't fight the fire by yourself, so you know you need help, is set fire boundaries. What we're trying to do is keep it from getting any worse. We've already taken a major hit. What we want to do is defeat the enemy's plan of watching us go into self-destruct. So we want to stop it from getting any worse. We've talked to you about smoke boundaries, fire boundaries. Fire boundaries are number one. Breaking out firefighting equipment and starting to cool the area, basically contain it. Keep it from getting any worse. The DCA is going to follow me and talk to you a little bit more about fire boundaries. I'm talking to you about the big picture. Get help. Keep it from getting any worse. And as the help shows up, organize a firefighting team. All of you guys are supposed to be general damage control P2S qualified. This is why. This is what we're talking about. Can you go get a P250? Can you rig it and start it? Can you man up an 1.5-inch fire hose and bring water to bear? Can you set a fire boundary and keep the fire from getting any worse, from spreading to the point that our ship is lost? If you can't answer those questions, you're not DCPQS qualified, and you better think about that and figure out what you're going to do about it. Start communications. As you hold what you've got, you got to tell somebody what's going on. Because the DCA, wherever he is, DC Central or some other space that he's had to move DC Central to, has got to know the whole picture. He's got to know that the signalmen and the QMs and the OSs and the lookouts have established a fire boundary at frame 63. Because then he doesn't have to waste resources trying to come in and do what you've already done. He can deploy those resources to come in from another angle. This is your quarterback, and you guys are the team. And the quarterback is going to make the best plays based on what he's got in his game book. So tell him what you've done. That can be in the form of a shouting line. Tell the bridge, we've got 2.5-inch hoses. Forward to the MAC. Set up a shouting line. Get a runner. Hey, go tell the bridge that we've already got water at the scene, and it looks like we've started to keep it from spreading. Maybe you're lucky enough to find a salt and pepper laying around. Maybe there's some sound-powered phones that the after lookout tossed as he went to help man up this. Start grabbing gear and start rolling into an organization. You've all seen it. You know that you're a piece of the puzzle. Now's the time to make a pickup ball team and start communicating. Where should you communicate to? You probably have no idea at this point where the DCA is in his organization. But I can get a hold of him because I can call him on the 1MC. You get the word to me on the bridge, and I'll make sure the DCA gets the word. Call me on the telephone. Rig a rig a salt and pepper line. Call me on the Dimension 2000 ship's telephone system. Send a runner. Get a bullhorn. Get BM1 shot. Start bellowing for you. Whatever it takes, you get the word to me, and I'll get it to the DCA, and we'll fight the fire. The last thing I want to talk to you about is I want you to play what if while you're there. What if the fire main went away? I got this great fire boundary, and I'm sweeping the base of the fire. What if the hose went flat? That happened yesterday. I couldn't have asked for a better orchestrated casualty, but the engineers were down here playing with the boiler. They dumped the boiler. We lost all electrical power. You lose electrical power, you don't have any electric fire pumps. You don't have any electric fire pumps, you don't have any fire main. You don't have any fire main, you don't fight fires. You don't fight fires, you die. And that's how it happens. So the question is, how do I get more fire main so I can fight the fires? Hey, how about a P250? When the hoses went flat, everybody sort of went, oh shit. All I had to do was ask one question. Where could we get more firefighting water? These guys zipped off and headed for the boat pocket and broke out a P250 down here. That's what I'm talking about. Play what if. What if it breaks through our fire boundary? What's our fallback plan? What if we start beating the flames? What's our advance plan? How can we coordinate with the fire hose on the backside of the mat? Maybe what we need is a guy standing here that's shouting to a guy right here, that's shouting to a guy right here, so that we can communicate around the mat. And we can say, okay, after fire hose, this is the fourth fire hose. Let's advance and see if we can start knocking this thing down. That's what it's going to take. You've got to communicate. Use your heads. You're smart guys. I got 289 portable brains on this ship. Use them. Fight the fire. Save the ship. Save your lives. ECA, how about giving us a few groups here on fire boundaries?
Okay, a couple things to think about when you're setting fire boundaries. Got to set them right away. You want to get as close to the fire as you can to set fire boundaries, okay? So, first thing you want to do is establish where the fire is. Once you know how close you can get, set the boundary, okay? First thing you want to do, after you're going to go to set the boundary, remove the flammables 6 to 8 feet. Things like rags, paper bags. Get it all the stuff that can burn very easily away from the bulkhead. And bring water to the boundary, okay? For some people, they'll have the luxury of being able to